For known, Fox last night aired this never-before-seen video that they said showed U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who we should know died one day after the Capitol attack, appearing to give instructions to rioters in the area. We do see Sicknick waving his arms, which Fox says shows Sicknick looking healthy and vigorous, and therefore they said it's hard to imagine he died because of the Capitol attacks. We also do have video in which we see Officer Sicknick being sprayed with pepper spray from a rioter, and you can later see him crouching down trying to recover in the aftermath. The D.C. medical examiner, we should note, say that he died of natural causes, but all that transpired that day played a role in his death. What do you think of how Brian Sicknick's death was discussed last night? I know his family has been pushing back a bit.
I mean, it was outrageous. It was outrageous that Tucker Carlson would use footage from a fallen police officer's last moments to disparage the officer, to disparage and discredit law enforcement's response that day, and to disparage the family members, the survivors.
So Congressman Kinzinger, one of the clips played last night showed the QAnon shaman, Jacob Chansley, walking through the Capitol. And it's true that the video shows there's no pushback going on. Nobody's instructing him or yelling at him. There's no audio in the video, so we don't know if the officers are talking to him. Now, that does, I guess the narrative is obviously much more complicated than either side would have it be. But prosecutors have said Chansley disobeyed requests from police to leave the building. We saw how he got into the building. What did you make of this?
Yeah, I mean, this is what Tucker's doing. He's creating straw men. So as Spinone will tell you better because he knows the techniques and procedures involved in this, they were trying not to escalate with the rioters because if they escalate with the rioters, people are going to die, including police officers. They had no way to arrest people and take them to jail because they were surrounded. The Capitol was surrounded. So what Tucker has done is taken moments claimed, like, for instance, the Sicknick's death. It's like, hey, there's Brian Sicknick, therefore he didn't die. Nobody has argued. Nobody has said that he died on that day. Everybody has said he died the next day in relation to that. But he pretends to his audience like somehow the committee said it happened on the 6th and we were lying. He creates straw man, refutes the straw man, and it's a complete lie to his audience. And we could go on forever about it. But, I mean, look, the police were scared of escalation because they were outnumbered a gajillion to 1.
So I don't know exactly what the deal was that Speaker McCarthy cut with Congressman Matt Gaetz and others who were objecting to his being Speaker. But apparently part of it, according to Gaetz, was releasing as much of the CCTV footage, the security footage, as possible from that day. And as a journalist, I'm all in favor of transparency. I think that's a good thing. Obviously, we don't want to reveal anything that could put anybody put them in jeopardy in terms of secret passages or whatever in the Capitol. But obviously, more transparency is good. But Officer Fanone, I wonder what you make of the decision by Speaker McCarthy to give the footage exclusively to Fox.
Well, first, I want to point out a huge distinction between somebody like yourself, Jake, and someone like Tucker Carlson. By the company's own admission, Tucker Carlson is an entertainer while you're a journalist. That being said, if there's one thing that Kevin McCarthy has proven is that he is Donald Trump's useful idiot. He proved it when he went down to Mar-a-Lago with a jar full of Starburst, and he's proving it again by essentially handing over 40,000 hours of security footage from inside the Capitol, unvetted by, Capitol Police's own admission, to a propagandist and an entertainer like Tucker Carlson for the sole purpose of creating an alternative narrative to January 6th to best serve Donald Trump and those that would make money off of Donald Trump's grift.